Remember, the child who was threatened by a neighbor, well, the mom has an update. Put it up full mass. I'm going to remind you of what happened. In an update, the mother of a 9-year-old girl is demanding criminal charges against the Florida homeowner who posted a doorbell camera photo of her daughter on social media and threatened to shoot her. We reported this when it happened. The homeowner, Mr. Tyler Chambers, faced an intense wave of backlash online for posting the image on a community group page with the caption, quote, "You're lucky we weren't home to shoot your dumb. Okay, that's what he decided to write. Now, he did delete it later, but by the time he deleted it, enough of the other homeowners had taken offense and already screenshot what he wrote. Good for them, because they're not like him. Beyond Envy, beautiful name, by the way. Miss Beyond Envy spoke to Atlanta Black Star about her and her daughter's reactions to the viral post and how the investigation local authorities have launched and how the investigation local authorities have launched into the post is shaping up. So Miss Envy says she learned of her daughter going viral early last week. We talked about it. She said her sister texted her. And then when she got home, her nieces rushed out of the house to tell her that Sincere's face, her daughter, was all over social media. She went to Chambers' home on April 15th to confront him directly. As a concealed weapons license holder, she said she was carrying a gun. Carrying the gun in her purse for self-defense purposes because Chambers' post made her wary about how he may react to the visit. But he and his family were not home. After deciding to call the officers and report Chambers and the viral post, Miss Envy said authorities told her that Chambers and his family fled their home after people started doxing his address and place of work. Social media users speculated that his place of employment was Mr. Car Wash. However, the company denies he works there. In a statement they posted, post circulating on social media incorrectly claimed that an individual who posted violent, threatening language is employed by Mr. Car Wash. This is not accurate. This person is not employed at Mr. Car Wash. Their actions are reprehensible and in conflict with our values. We appreciate the public for bringing this to our attention. Authorities have been notified. We have zero tolerance for hate speech, discrimination, or any other form of harassment. We remain firmly committed to fostering a culture of respect, inclusion, and accountability. I want to make sure we read that fully for the record. Envy and her daughter, Sincere, were later interviewed by detectives about the 9-year-old's visit to Chambers' home. Her daughter said she and her 11-year-old cousin came home from school on April 14th with an idea to go door to door around her neighborhood in the Riverview suburb of Tampa to sell candy and some of her toys to raise money. Envy said she was home with her 1-year-old child and her mother wasn't aware that the girls had left the home to sell candy. Now, if you remember from the original reporting, the homeowner, the white male, took a screenshot of this child selling candy. Basically fantasized about shooting her. And then when approached about it online, he makes up a lie, an extreme and creative lie that said, they were there to set me up for a robbery. There's more. Doorbell camera footage from Chambers' home shows the child approaching his front door with a bag of items, knocking on the door a few times and peeking inside to see if anybody was home. At one point, she's heard directing some profanities at the homeowner. She said, "I would just like to let you know you are a blank blank. And I told the officers that she was completely out of line, Miss Envy said. Quote, she was completely wrong for that, and I handled that with her. But I didn't know she used any profanity before I made the police report. The detective showed me the video. Miss Envy said the detectives told her that what her daughter said on the video does not excuse Mr. Chambers from going online and posting a threat. That's exactly correct. You have one as a permeation of immaturity. The other one is an effect from an adult. Very different dynamics, very different. So the detectives told Miss Envy that Chambers wanted to apologize. But Miss Envy said she was not in a position to accept an apology right now. Detectives told Miss Envy that they've handed the findings over to the state attorney's office, where prosecutors are now determining whether to file charges in the case. Ms. Envy said that Sincere has suffered some mental and emotional distress since the post went viral. The 9-year-old spends some of her time on TikTok trying the viral dances she sees people choreograph on the app. But Ms. Envy says she never expected to go viral because she was accused of attempting a break-in or being a thief. All right, let's put it up. There's a GoFundMe. She started to raise money to hire a lawyer for the legal battle ahead. This has also picked up steam, and they have raised more than $18,000. Ms. Envy said she's received a lot of support online from hundreds of people and was encouraged to start a change.org petition where people can back her fight to press charges against Mr. Chambers. So far, the petition has been signed by more than 900 people. I highly encourage you to be as supportive as possible. It's very sad that it literally takes a national movement in order to get charges affixed to the homeowner who clearly, with a specific intention, provided the name or the target of his threat via a picture online. All of these are textbook statutory requirements for a threat to be specific, to be directed, and to be a threat. Why does it take a national movement to charge him? And when they charge him, they will likely only charge him with a misdemeanor version of it. But why would it even take this much? It's insane. Also, I am hopeful that an attorney, a civil attorney, is willing to take this case to assist this family in what is obvious an injustice that has been done to a baby. All right. Yasmin, that is our update. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I feel sad when I think about these kids growing up and then they see movies from previous generations and then they see a time when ringing your neighbor's doorbell wasn't considered to be a life-threatening or
Right.
dangerous act. And this is also recent, us living this way, this being afraid of our neighbors. Our neighbors are the people that we physically live near, but they're also people who we're supposed to be able to count on to look out for us and for our homes, and yes, for our children, for the children of the community. Instead, we're afraid of our neighbors. Most of us don't even talk to any of them. And yet we all say that we want to live in safer neighborhoods. That can't happen with this type of individual isolation. We are the danger, right? The danger isn't out there somewhere. We are the danger, right? We're all armed to the teeth, which we say is for self-defense. But this man's wanting to shoot a child for ringing a doorbell. Like, this is unhinged behavior, and this man should be embarrassed. And even if the kid did use profanity, who cares, right? Is that any reason to threaten deadly violence against a child? Kids are mean sometimes, and they don't understand the consequences of their actions yet because they are children. They learn their behavior. They learn through their behavior, and they learn how to respond to certain situations, and they learn about the consequences of their actions through interacting with their family and community members and with their friends. But learning a lesson does not require that a child's life is threatened by an adult that they're supposed to be able to trust within their community in any kind of real way. This is crazy.
That's right. Well said. We will bring updates as they come.